it has been a very, very productive day, and I think it's like 9:30 something. I actually woke up when Billy woke up, and I couldn't get back to sleep. So there you go. That tells you what my day has been like. And you can tell where I'm at. So I got up this morning, played on YouTube a little bit, and then finally got out of bed about 8, got dressed for the day, made breakfast for the kids, and, well, Michael's having leftovers from last night because he refused to eat it, and I made grilled cheese sandwiches and soup, but he refused to eat it, so whatevs. Anyway, so that's what he's having, because Dr. Phil said, like, that was a suggestion Dr. Phil gave. And so, then I ran to the storage unit to drop off some stuff that Billy's sister and his, stepmom and dad gave us. And so, yeah, his sister gave us a bunch of baby stuff. I was like, oh my gosh, are y'all trying to give us hints or something? And then I was talking to my grandmother the other day on the phone, and what did she do? She was like, there's no babies in the family. I was like, y'all, seriously. So anyway, so they did that, and then I was like, yay, all that's done, the truck's cleaned out, and then I realized as I was leaving, well, no, I left the storage unit, and I was not quite halfway home, I realized I forgot the chairs. Well, I had set an alarm on my phone, however, I'm kind of ahead of schedule, so that alarm hasn't gone off yet to tell me, get the chairs. So I was like, oh, I'm going to need an alarm because I'm going to forget to look for them. Well, I saw them when I first got here. I was like, oh yeah, I need to pick those up. But then, once I unloaded the van, I was like, okay, it's time to go. And I totally forgot about them. So, then I had to pull around in this, like, golf course thing. It looks like they're doing construction in there because it was just a sandy yard. So then I pulled around and I had to go back. So I was like, well, at least I didn't make it all the way home. Because if I'd have made it all the way home, I probably wouldn't have gone back. So I did that. And I don't know what size this shirt is, but I'm in my sister's shirt. So she left it at my house. I washed it. Somehow got into my clothes. Somehow I washed it. And somehow it got into my clothes. So, oh yeah. And I actually have shorts on, which I never wear. Well, practically never wear. I used to wear them all the time, but now, like, it'll be hot outside and I'll still be in pants. But I put these shorts on and they're kind of big, but I don't really care. So, and I can't find, I had these really pretty shorts, like these little lacy shorts, that would look really cute with this top, because they have, like, on the lettering, it has, like, this lacy look, but I can't find them. I don't know where they're at. So, I don't know. So anyway, I'm headed back to the house. Hopefully the kids are done eating. And then, oh yeah, there you go. You see my shorts there. Hopefully the kids are done eating. If they're done eating, then that means that we can get the truck packed up and head to my niece and nephew's soccer games, and then get to do everything else. Other than that, it'll be kind of a mess up in our plans. But you know what? This is what life is about. And I'm going to be honest. You know what? Things don't go as according to plan, and you create your consequence. Your actions create your consequence. And we understand that not everyone is going to like the same foods, and not everyone is going to like to do the same things. At the same time, you can try new foods, and sometimes you're going to be required to eat them whether you like them or not. And when you refuse to eat them or even try them, eat them or try them, then you lose out on the next activity because you create your weekend. You can have a great weekend or you can have a bad weekend. So, he's either going to create his weekend or he's going to create the weekend he doesn't get. So hopefully he ate it. And yes, I'm going to check the trash and the sink. So I don't know. And it was like chicken noodle soup, but it was like out of the can, the condensed kind, like the Campbell's kind, but HEB's version, and a grilled cheese sandwich. No. He didn't want a grilled cheese sandwich. He wanted a plain turkey sandwich, and I even cut it in half. Like he only got like half of the turkey sandwich on plain bread, plain white bread. And he refused to. He just took it apart, but then didn't even eat it. I was like, boy, I was your age once. So, we told him, you can have a fun weekend, or you can have a boring weekend. You create your weekend. And then he was told, like, you don't eat it for dinner, you will have it for breakfast. You don't eat it for breakfast, you'll have it for lunch. I can go buy more soup. So, we'll find out. It really bums me out because I feel like, you know, you have to broaden your horizons as a person and as a child, and, you know, give them new things and new opportunities. And we try so hard to give them those opportunities and to, you know, I mean, I will be honest, I spend hours a month looking for different things that they can do and different activities, and arrange our schedules according to things that are going on so that they can do things when they're with us. And so it really, really upsets me when they refuse to eat, or he refuses to eat. Lydia's gotten a lot better, but like, you are choosing, like, that really, really makes me sad. And it's like, or I should just say, it makes me mad. Honestly, it just makes me mad, and it's frustrating because I feel like we work so hard. Yeah, I do need to go. They were doing a car wash, and I'm like, yeah, you should see the outside of this van. They need to say how much it costs. I need to go get some cash. But anyway, so it's things like that, you know, that's like, it's like, come on guys. And then sometimes it can be attitudes, and some of it I know that they're kids, and sometimes it's hard to remember that they're kids. Like, come on, you're acting like a brat now. And sometimes it's hard to remember that they're just kids, but I don't know. I'm hoping that, I'm praying and I'm hoping that it's all good that he ate, so we can have a good weekend. Because there's some things that are, well, there's something that's just for him. And I was like, man, he would love to do this. And this would be fun because it's just for him. And Lydia and I were going to go do something else. And I was like, I'd hate for him to miss it. But if he says he didn't have any fun, well, boo-boo, that's on you. So, he knows what he needs to do. Like Lydia said, he knows what he needs to do. So, I'm tired of rambling. So, headed back to the house. I've actually gotten a lot done. Snack bags are almost finished. So last night I made the snack bags for today, and Billy took the wrong snack bag because he was like, oh, I just have a few stops. And I said, okay, do you want, like, for me to pack you a lunch or a snack bag? And he's like, oh, just snacks. And so this morning he said, I think I grabbed the wrong one. And I was like, no note. And I put equal sign, wrong snack bag. And he's like, yep, no note. And I was like, okay. And he said, you're gonna have to make y'all a new snack bag. I was like, great. So he's got our snack bag. Because last night we did this, it's a little experiment kind of thing, or a little exercise. I don't know what you call it. Anyway, and then it had a challenge at the end. So the first thing to do was you row wrote a sweet card about the things that you liked about the people in the room. And it could be one or two things, it could be a couple things, but you wrote it and then you placed it in places that they would find it. So it could be like, for Billy, I put his in his snack bag because I always make his lunch. Well, I try. Sometimes I completely forget. Like, I don't know, just totally. Ooh. And it's usually the days that, like, something happens and I get really, really busy, and so that night I forget to make it. Like, if I'm making dinner, I usually make them, but sometimes if we end up eating out or we end up eating leftovers or something happens and I don't end up making dinner, or it was a quick dinner and I just completely forget, or I tell myself, oh, I'll just make it tomorrow, I'll end up forgetting to make his lunch. But anyway, so I made a snack bag and I just stuck my note in there, and I think Lydia stuck her note in his clothes, and I don't remember where Michael put it in the bed. And so we all had these different places that we put the notes. And Michael's, I found mine for Michael's in the bed, and then I haven't found Lydia's yet, or Billy's. But they all had different, like, places, and I put mine for Lydia's, like, halfway sticking out of her pillow. And I think they put theirs in her room somewhere. But anyway, we just put, like, different places. Well, then at the end, the challenge was to write a note to somebody that you don't like. Or that's hard to like, and you have to think of something positive to say. And so that one was really hard, and like, it kind of stumped us, because even though I was the one who sat here and thought up this idea, I had hours to think about it, and I still sat there not knowing what to say or who to write it to. And so it was a really big challenge. And then at the end we said, you know, it's, you know, God can always find something good in us, and he can always use us, and it's a challenge, but you know, basically to see the good in somebody even when we don't want to, or we don't think we can, you know, find the positive in it. And so it was a really, really cool experiment, and I'll try to link the I'll try to put pictures in of the different cards as we find them. But anyway, it was really cool. But anyway, Billy was like, I got the wrong snack bag. I was like, if you have no note, then you got the wrong one. So then I had to make more snack bags. So anyway, I just had to put the drinks in there and then we'll be done. So anyway, I'm going in the house and seeing if this kid finished his food. Oh, and that reminds me. So I did another thing, and I'll have to take a picture of it, and then I'll try to explain it later to tell you what else I did. And actually, I kind of got the idea a little bit from Lydia. And then I kind of went from there. And then I got another part of it from Lydia and then part of it from Pinterest. So I'll have to show y'all that later. This is gonna be a long video. So I didn't vlog much this afternoon or just the whole rest of the day. We went to a pizza thing at the library for Michael. Then we went to, Lydia and I went with my niece and my friend's son to Whataburger while he did that at the library, and then we went back to the library to do an event there, and then we went to the park. Then it started to sprinkle and stuff, so we went home. The kids watched a movie. My friend's son was here, so I tend not to vlog when other kids are here because they're not my kids. So we did things. We did our normal things, but I just didn't vlog much today. So, there now. Lydia, after we had dinner, I did Lydia's hair because of cheer. I did 2 different hairstyles. I don't know how they came. That to me, they didn't come out that good, but I'm still practicing. So, I did that. Now they're watching a scary movie from Netflix, and so I was like, I prefer not to watch that. So I just came in the room. And I think I'm going to edit a little bit, and I'm just going to go to bed because I'm just kind of like, nah,
just kind of one of those whatever days. So I don't know. I feel like I need a boost of energy and encouragement. I just feel like I'm really lost and confused right now. So anyway, that's all I have to say. Hopefully tomorrow my mood's better. Bye guys.